Hi, welcome to the Feeling Fit Club, a nationally recognized and awarded functional fitness program for older adults. My name is Gretchen Verbeff, and I will be your host today. I'm an exercise physiologist, a certified balance and mobility specialist, and an exercise instructor for older adults. The county offers multiple classes throughout the region. If you're not able to attend one of those classes, feel free to tune into our program here on CTN today. I would like to remind you to consult with your doctor before starting this program or any exercise program. If you are in pain today or having any discomfort, please stop and consult with a medical expert. My co-host today is Vicki Velasco from the South Region. Vicki will be seated throughout the program to demonstrate exercises in a seated position if you are not able to stand. We also have Toko joining us from the Central Region. Here's what you will need today for our program: a straight back armless chair, loose clothing, closed-toe shoes like a tennis shoe with a rubber sole, water, stretch band, and an enthusiastic attitude. Let's take a quick break while you gather what you need. We'll be back shortly to begin our exercise program.
Families come in all sizes and shapes. Sometimes your friends are your family by choice. Or sometimes, you're just stuck with Uncle Charles. Sometimes, you've got an office family.
Yes!
And sometimes, team family has got your back. But what we know is that you want to protect the people that are close to you. The flu can unravel everything. Your flu vaccine protects you and your family. No matter what draws your family together, protect yourself. Protect your family. Everyone needs a flu vaccine.
Once your engine gets a few miles under the hood, things don't always run as smoothly as they once did. You're not so different. Maybe problems are piling up. You're having trouble making ends meet. She's left you, or you're just down on life. A skilled mechanic knows that problems like these don't go away on their own. In fact, do nothing and they get worse. Sometimes you just need a little help to get back on the road. Make a confidential call and talk to a trained professional.
Let's get started. If you're standing, please stand next to your chair or behind your chair in case you lose your balance. I want to remind you that Vicki will be seated doing exercises in a seated position in case you are chair-bound, you are uncomfortable, or you're feeling fatigued at any point during the program. Most importantly, we want you to be safe, comfortable, and to keep moving. We're going to begin with neutral spine. Neutral spine is the position that is most safe and most comfortable to do exercise. When you're standing or seated, you want to think about bringing your belly button into your spine, relaxing your shoulders, thinking about a string attached to the top of your head, pulling you upright to the ceiling. Your shoulders are relaxed, your chin is level with the ground, your eyes are focused on a target directly in front of you. You want to think about alignment points: ears in alignment with shoulders, shoulders in alignment with hips, hips in alignment with feet, equal pressure under the feet, and if you're seated, equal pressure under your hips and your feet. Let's begin with tapping. We're going to tap it out, sides in front, relax, good. Tapping it out, swinging those arms. If you feel like your heart rate is getting too high, just take your arms down to your side and work on the feet at this point. Okay, let's go into a heel tap now with tricep press. Press it out. Feel that tricep in the back of your upper arm contracting.
That's the wing that keeps on waving.
Good, tap it out. And now let's go back to toe taps. Swinging those arms. Good. Keep breathing regularly throughout the class. We don't want you to hold your breath. Go into a leg lift now, okay? Lift that leg up a little higher. If you're not able to do leg lifts, stay at toe taps or simply knee lifts. Good. Taking that leg out to the side now, pressing the arms out to the side as if you're pressing against a wall. Good. Let's take that leg to the rear and press it out. If you're seated, go into a knee lift or a leg extension out in front. Good. Let's take it to the side again. Press it out. Good. Keep breathing, relax those shoulders. How we doing?
Feeling it, feeling it.
Good. And to the front again. Nice and tall. We're gonna take that leg and cross midline if your hips and your knees tolerate. Okay, if you're not able to cross midline, just stay kicking the leg straight in front. Side to side, getting a little bit of a torso twist in, being careful with the spine. Now a knee lift. Add a bicep curl. Good, nice and tall. Tummies are in, relax your shoulders. Double knee lift. This forces you to do a little bit more balance work.
You can feel it more.
Good. Nice and tall, keep those legs moving, keep those arms moving if you can. Back to single. Good. Now if you'd like to add a torso twist, do it with neutral spine and cross. Good, keeping that torso tall. Good. If you're getting tired, just march it out. Okay? Let's go into a wide march. Wide march, still tall, and back in. And wide march, good, and back to center. Now we're gonna go out, out, in with our march, adding arms if you feel up to it. Here we go. Out, out, in. Add some arms. Out, out, in. Out, out. Very nice. Keep breathing, relax those shoulders, and march. Side step, okay? Going off to the side, starting on your right. Here we go. Swing the arms. Little more movement. Double side step. Swing your arms around. Good. If you're not able to do two side steps, stay at single side step. Very nice. And let's march it out. Good. Hamstring curl. We're going to bring it up to the rear. Up and up. If you're seated, you're not able to do a hamstring curl. Vicky's demonstrating a knee lift. Pull your arms back like a two-arm row. If you're feeling tired, drop the arms to your side. Double, good, double, 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 good. Keep breathing, and single. How are we feeling, Toko? Good. And march it out. All right, bringing the feet to a rest, we're going to go ahead and go into hip circles. Good. And we're going to go to the other side, moving the hips around, trying to open up our hips so that they're warmed up for movement later. Side to side weight shifts.
Hey Gretchen, do you think if we do these hip things, that if we fall, we're less likely to break our hips?
Absolutely, as we increase our mobility, we are decreasing our risk for falls, for sure. Side to side. Let's go into arm circles, working on range of motion around the shoulder joint, tapping it out if you want to add more movement. Reverse your circles. Good. And let's go into a big back crawl. Reaching back. Nice. Breathing. And now we're going in back to front crawl. Good. Working on that range of motion, which is so important to help you staying independent and being able to get dressed, combing your hair, putting on deodorant, getting a zipper in the back of your dress, and now just shoulder roll to the rear.
Keeps Mr. Arthritis away too.
Good, that's right. And breaststroke, pushing the arms forward and opening it up. Pressing it out. Good. Your body should feel more warmed up than when you began, which is our purpose. We want you to feel ready for the rest of our exercise program. Let's take our chin now and drop it down. Slowly take it over to one side, down and over to the other, down and over again, down. Last time. Good, and shake it out. We're going to move into our next part of our program.
So how was your date with Steven?
It was horrible. He sent me a picture of you.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
no
not
way.
gonna.
Come on,
Look at this. Look at this.
No.
Stop. Hold on. I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, wait first. Yeah. I'm going to kill you. Really? Okay, well, I'm going to your parents' bathroom then.
Oxy abuse kills. A message brought to you by the Oxy Task Force of San Diego County.
We're as happy as can be. We're always smiling so that everyone can see. The world looks beautiful to me. The sky is blue, you know it's true, it's so wonderful to be.
Welcome back. Now we're going to begin our core training focusing on balance and emphasizing using the core when we move safely and effectively. We're going to begin with neutral spine. We talked about that earlier where you're thinking about your string pulling you upright to the ceiling, your chin's level with the ground, your belly button is in, your shoulders are dropped and relaxed. There's equal pressure under your feet and under your hips if you're seated. Okay, we're going to begin with some center of gravity work, focusing on where we move our body and how we move it safely, okay? I'd like you to bring one arm directly up over the head with your feet hip-width apart, and exhale as you bring down, other side up, and down. Let's bring both arms up together. Nicely done. Okay, horizontally, we're going to bring the arms out, flip the palms, bring them up over the head, hold it there briefly, relax, bring the shoulders down. Let's do that one more time. Horizontal arms, flip the palms up over the head, and relax. Bring the shoulders down, release. Very nice. Arms in a diagonal fashion, we're gonna release up and down, switch sides, up and down. Exhale, inhale back to center, exhale, inhale back to center. Now, one of the ways you can increase challenge is by changing your foot position. Right now we have our feet hip-width apart. If you'd like to increase the challenge, bring your feet together to narrow your base of support, or semi-tandem where you have one foot slightly in the front and off to the side, or tandem, which is the most challenging other than lifting your foot off the ground, where you have the heel of one foot touching the toe of the other foot. You may also do all the exercises with eyes open. You can try closing your eyes as well. I would recommend standing near your chair when your eyes are closed. We're gonna go through this whole routine again with your eyes closed right now. So the chair is there. Get your eyes focused on a target directly in front of you, and then close your eyes. Let's begin with bringing one arm up over the head, and exhale down. Other arm up over the head. Exhale down. And now both arms up over the head together, and exhale down. Taking the arms horizontally out to the side, flip the palms, bring them up over the head, pause, release, down to horizontal, and down to your side. Again, raise the arms horizontally, flip the palms, bring them up over the head, exhale, release, and down. Open your eyes for a moment, and now we're going to close the eyes to do diagonal arm raises. Here we go. Raise your arms diagonally up and back. Release, other direction. Diagonal arm up. Release, switch sides. Up and down. Again, last one. Very nice. Okay, moving into the trunk region, we're going to do some side-to-side turning. We're going to go ahead and turn and look as if we're looking for traffic over our shoulder. Because if we want to be safe drivers, we need to be able to look over our shoulder, right? And now let's turn the other direction. And back to center. We're breathing regularly, okay? Lift the sternum up, turn, exhale. Very nice. Inhale to center, lift the sternum, inhale, exhale, and back to center. Nicely done. Okay, I want you to think about moving the weight of your body into your toes. We're gonna shift the weight forward, back to center. Now, the tricky one is going to be shifting the weight backwards. So hold on to the chair at first, feel that weight shift go into your heel, the toes rise a little bit, and then we come back to center. It's a very small movement, but you're training your center of gravity, okay? Your core is doing the work. Shift forward, release, and back. It's like you're an alpine skier. Shift forward. Do you feel the pressure going into your toes, Vicki?
Yeah, this helps with balance too though, doesn't it?
Absolutely. These are all balance exercises. We're training the body so that we can move through space more safely and effectively. Back to center, forward and back. Let's go into a diagonal, okay? So we're gonna shift the weight. Our nose goes over the knee and back to center. Now we're gonna shift the weight diagonally backward into the heel, holding on if you need to. Back to center. Shift forward, back to center, shift backward, back to center. Now we're gonna go the other diagonal, forward, okay? Shift the weight forward, nose over knee, back to center, shift the weight backward, holding on if you need to, back to center, shift the weight forward, back to center, and back to center. Okay, now I want you to think about a clock. I'd like you to move your weight forward and backward along that clock. Forward and backward. Just a small movement.
12 and 6.
That's right. Forward and backward. Now I'd like you to move your weight side to side. Shift the weight side to side. Arms can be out to the side if you'd like. Side to side. Now we're going to mix it up a little bit. Okay, we're going to go forward, back, side to side. It's a very small movement. You're moving with your core. Your belly button's moving forward, backward, side to side. Forward, backward, side to side. Okay, now relax. We're gonna do heel-toe lifts. Let's lift the heel up and hold it. If you'd like to add some arms, raise your arms up over your head, nice and tall, and relax. Now we're gonna lift the toes, go back on the heels. Hold it there. If you need to hold on to your chair, hold on to your chair, or let go carefully, or hold on. Now let's combine it. Lift the heels, lift the toes. Lift the heels, lift the toes. Add some challenge, putting the arm up over the head and back. Up, back, up, back, up. One more, up, okay. Knee lift and hold. We're gonna lift the knee straight up. Okay, if you want to add some arms, you can take your arm out to the side or take your arms over your head. Nice and tall, your eyes are focused on a target. Relaxing the shoulders and release. Let's lift the other knee up. Holding on to the chair if you need to, or adding some arms, raising out the arms to the side to add some more challenge. Good. And release. Let's go back to the other side. Knee lift and hold. We're going to extend that leg now. Again, arms can go out to the side, over the head, or you can bring the hands out in front. Very nice. And release.
Feel it.
You feel it in your
Yeah.
legs, your hip flexors. Good. Knee lift and hold. Take that leg out, extend it out. Again, arms can be to the side, over the head, or in front. Very nice. We're holding it there. The knee is slightly bent that we're standing on. If you're seated, you're able to do this as well, like Vicki is demonstrating. And release. Okay, now we're going to target that inner thigh muscle. Okay, this is an important muscle group that gets forgotten. If you have a bad knee or bad hip, I'd like you to keep your knee straight in front like we just did, unless you feel you can add some challenge and tilt that knee out to the side, targeting the inner thigh muscle. We're going to hold it here, nice and tall. Again, adding some challenge by raising the arms over the head if you can. If not, just place your hands on your thighs, on the chair, and release. Good. Other side. Knee lift first. If you're able to, without hurting your knee or your hip, tilt that knee out to the side. Okay? And we can take the arms out in front and hold. Good. Challenging our balance is so important in helping reduce falls. Good. Keep breathing through the hold and release. Next, we're going to take the legs straight out, hold it. Take the arms out. And this time we're going to pass through center and take the legs straight out. If you're seated, you're going to take the knee out to the side in a bent fashion. Good. But those standing, we're going to take the legs straight out and hold. Now pass through center. If you're standing, you can take the leg backwards. If you're seated, you're going to do a knee lift. Good. And we're going to come back to standing. Now we're going to have to shift around to the other side of our chair if we're standing. We're going to do the other leg forward, side, back. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and lift the knee, the leg straight out in front, adding some challenge by adding some arms. Taking it out to the side, maybe bringing the arms up over the head. Okay, keeping our alignment points in mind. If you're seated, you're going to have your knee lift up and out to the side. Okay, those standing, straight leg out. And now take it to the rear. Good. Keep breathing and release. Nice job. Okay, lateral side reaches. We're going to have our feet hip width apart. I'm going to take that lateral side reach now to the left and then lift the foot. Opposite foot comes up. Doesn't have to be very high off the floor. Hold it there. Keep your arms level. Very nice. And back to center. Final exercise we're going to do is the chair stand. We're going to sit down towards the front of our chair. For those of you who can, you're going to rise up and out of the chair standing with your arms crossed. An alternative is to put your hands on your thigh or on the chair. Vicki will also demonstrate, if you're not able to get out of the chair, that you can do a double knee lift. Okay, making sure that your posture remains tall. All right, let's begin. Up and down. 2, we're working on leg strength and power, which is important in maintaining our independence. Good. Exhale and inhale. Relax.
Those are very powerful for your legs.
And up and down. Now we're going to take a quick break, grab our water, stay hydrated, and get our stretch bands.
California's agriculture and environment are under attack by something which may appear harmless, but its damage is very real. the damage by invasive pests. Learn about stopping their attack at hungrypests.com, because they're here and they're hungry.
Walking like a one-man army, fighting with the shadows in your head, living out the same old moment, knowing you'd be better off instead if you could only say what you need to say what you need to say.
1 in 6 adults has a mental illness.
And we face a stigma that can be as painful as the disease itself.
Change a mind about mental illness, and you can change a life.
Say what you need to say. Say what you need to. Say what you need to. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
Welcome back. We're going to begin our strength training now using our stretch bands. I'd like to point out that we have 3 different stretch bands right now. Vicki is using the green stretch band, which is 5-pound resistance. Toko is using the 10-pound resistance, the light blue, and I'm using 15-pound resistance, the dark blue. Starting with neutral spine. Think about bringing that belly button back in towards the spine, relaxing the shoulders. I want you to keep your eyes focused forward, keeping your chin level with the ground. Relax those shoulders and bring your band out in front. We're going to start with neutral wrists, so they're nice and straight. We don't want to bend them. We want to keep the wrists protected, and let's press that band out to the side. It's 1, 2, good. Exhale as you press. 3, 4, relax the shoulders. 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, 10, we'll go to 12, and on the 12th one, we're gonna hold for 3 counts. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. You should be feeling that in your shoulders. Let's roll the shoulders out and release them. Now let's take the band and put it around our back. Hold the band back away from the ends so that you have a good amount of resistance. Your feet are planted firmly, nice wide base of support, seated or standing. Neutral spine, and now let's press forward. 1, elbows come back. 2, good. 3, and 4, you're exhaling as you press. 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and let's hold it. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's go back to the second set now, working shoulders. Okay, band is held at shoulder width height, and press out to the side with a straight wrist. 1, 2, release. 3, good. Exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, good. 9, you should be feeling it in your shoulder. 10, if you're getting tired, stop. 11, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. Around the back for the second set of chest pressing. It's important that you remember that form is more important than doing the more repetitions. If you're getting tired, just take a break and join us again. Pressing it forward. 1, elbows come straight back. 2, slight rounding in the shoulder. 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, good. 9, 10, it should be getting more challenging. 11, last one, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Okay, moving on to the next exercise. We're gonna work on rotating the shoulder. Okay, some of you may have used this in rehab. You're gonna hold the band so that your palms are facing upward. Your elbows are tucked inward, and we're gonna take the band, and it's a very small movement. You're gonna press away from midline. 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7. You feel that in your shoulder? 8. Good. 9, 10, 11, and let's hold it. 3, 2, 1, release. Very nice. Now take the band back around your back. And this time we're going to press the band and we're going to reach forward like this. 1, 2, alternating. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good. 9, breathing. 10, stop if you need to. 11, and let's hold both together. 3, 2, 1, release. Back to the front again, holding the band with your palms facing upward. Elbows are tucked in. Your wrists are straight, and we're pressing outward. 1, 2, 3, relax your shoulders. 4, 5, good. 6, even though it's a small movement, you still feel it.
Yeah.
Yes. 10, 11, last one, hold. 3, 2, 1, release. Let's release that shoulder and roll it out.
You know what though, if it burns, that means it's working. You
Right,
know,
as long as
to
you're
keep
not
on-
in pain,
as long
right?
as you're not in pain,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fatigue is different than pain.
Right.
Taking the band around your back, we're going to press it alternating forward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, good. And exhale, inhale, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's go together and hold. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Okay, now we're all going to take a seat towards the front of our chair. Careful not to fall off. I don't want your back against the back of the chair. Come forward and take the band, wrap it around the bottom of the front part of your foot. Then bring your knee up, sitting up nice and tall with neutral spine. Hold the band so it's back by your rib cage. You don't want to let go because then you lose your resistance. So you want to hold the band and keep it there. Straight wrists. We're going to press the leg down, away from the body. 2, knee comes up. 3, sitting up tall. 4, relax your shoulders. 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's hold it. Hold. 3, 2. Let's point and flex that toe. Point, flex. Good. 2, flex. 3, 4. Good. Working the shin and the calf muscles, which are important muscles in helping with foot clearance. Foot clearance is important for reducing falls because we get our foot up and over throw rugs, curbs, and stairs, right? And let's hold it. 3, 2, 1. Take the band now, hold it with both hands back by your hip of your outstretched leg. We're going to take the leg now, we're going to move it towards the other leg and then bring it back to center. So bring it over, back to center, back, center. Again, it's a small movement isolating that inner thigh muscle right here, helping with lateral movements. If you're having trouble crossing midline, if you have a bad hip or knee, use caution. You might just stay at the leg press. Last one. Now let's take the band and cross it over to the other hip. Okay, we're going to take the leg and move it away from midline. Again, using caution if you have a bad hip. Good. Away from midline.
What
4.
does this do, Gretch?
Well, you're working on the outer hip muscles, the muscles that support the hip, and you're, again, working on movements that help with lateral movement, side to side movement. Good. And let's go ahead and release it. Let's switch to the other foot now. Strengthening the leg on the other side. Okay, knee comes up. Hold the band back by your rib cage. Good, and press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax your shoulders. 9, 10, 11. We're going to hold it. 12, 3, 2, and 1. Point and flex. Point, flex. 2. Still sitting up tall. Release those shoulders so they're down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's hold it. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Now take that band. Hold it back by your hip. We're going to target inner thigh muscle. Small movement, crossing midline towards the center. 3, back to center. 4, 5, 6, good. 7, you're breathing. 8, 9. If you're not able to go to 12 repetitions, that's okay. Do what you can safely and use good form. Let's switch to the other side now. Away from midline. Using caution with your hip. Sitting up tall, using good form. Good. Breathing. Good. Working the muscles that support the hip, which help us reduce fall risk. Good. Last one. All right, take that band off your foot, tie it underneath the thigh, okay? Or wrap it under your thigh and tie it above, right behind the knees, sitting up nice and tall.
Are feet close together, your knees close together?
Well, your feet are, there's a little distance between your feet.
Okay.
Okay, your knees are together, but we're gonna press those knees away from one another. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, we're targeting muscles that support the hip. Okay, and press away from midline. 2, sink into that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good. 9, 10, 11, and let's hold this. You should be feeling this by now. 3, 2, 1. Quick release, retie. Okay, we're going to do another set, sitting up nice and tall. Remember, our posture is key when we do these. We want to do them safely so that, and we also want to do them with good posture so that we target the right muscle groups. Okay, let's press away. Here we go. Out and in. 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Release. Are you feeling that?
I think this is great.
That's a good one, isn't it?
It is. You made about 4 exercises out of one
side. Yes, that's right. Okay, we're going to set the band off to the back. And I want you just to work on some heel raises. Up and hold and down. Up and hold. Bring the arms up and down. Up and hold. Down. Last one. Up and hold and down. Okay, moving into some abdominal work. Abdominal work can be done in the chair. We're going to come forward in the chair. Make sure that your back is away because we're going to do what's called a tilt back. Arms can be across the chest, on your thighs, or on the chair, okay? When we do a tilt back, we want to focus on the muscles that are right here in the abdomen. We don't want to throw ourselves back and forth using the shoulder or the neck. It's important to keep that spine straight. You're not necessarily touching the back of your chair, but that's kind of the direction, the goal that you're headed. So we're back and up, back.
This is kind of a tummy tucker, huh?
It helps our tummies, that's right. Good, and you're breathing. All right, it's not so much necessary that I tell you when to breathe, but just that you breathe regularly. Holding our breath is not a good thing to do when we exercise. So you want to breathe, inhaling and exhaling regularly. Good. All right, let's stop here. Now this time, when we tilt back, when we come up, we're going to do just a little leg lift, okay? Little knee raise, okay? Joining in, we're going to lift and lower. Lift. Good. Back is straight. Our posture's tall. Good. Abdominal work is not always the most fun work, but it's very important in helping support our posture. Okay, we're also getting the muscles in our lower back as we lift and lower. Up and down. Up, down. Up, down. Good. Last one, up. All right. Resting your back on the back of the chair. Scoot forward a little bit with your bottom. And there's 3 options for more abdominal work. We can bicycle, that's one option. Another option is to scissor kick. And the third option, which is the easiest, is to do a knee lift. Okay, so join in with me. Keep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see how far we can go. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
This doesn't count?
Well, it could count, but it can count. We just want to target the muscles in the abdominal region. Let's do one more set. Okay, can we do it?
Sure.
All right, here we go. If you're getting tired at home, feel free to take a break. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep breathing. Good. Nice job, Toko and Vicki. Good.
Thank you.
Finishing up our abdominal work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's take a break, get some water, stay hydrated, and we'll be right back for our flexibility and cool down routine.
Losing weight's a lot harder than gaining it, but with every step I lower my risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease, and that makes every step very much worth the effort.
Learn how you can help stop diabetes. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES.
Welcome back. Now we're going to begin our flexibility and cool down routine. I'd like you to begin again with neutral spine, bringing that belly button in, relax those shoulders. Let's start with taking a deep breath in, up. Big exhale down, good. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale up. And exhale down. Now let's take that chin down to the chest. Take it over to one side, drop it down, take it over to the other side, drop it down, take it over again, and drop it down, take it over again. Okay, eyes are forward. Let's tilt the head to one side. If you gently assist, you're welcome to do this and press the other arm away from midline. Good, and rotate around that shoulder joint. And rotate the other way. Gently pulling. And stop rotating. Bring the head slowly back to center. Let's tilt to the other side now. Gently assist if you'd like. Press down and away with the opposite arm. Rotate around the shoulder joint. And let's rotate the other way. Good, nicely done. Bring the head slowly back to center. Okay, now I'd like you to reach up and lean over, wide stance, stretching the muscles down the rib cage. Doesn't that feel good? And release it, wide stance again. Let's reach to the other side. Good, holding it there, and come on up. All right, take your fingers, clasp them together and press forward, rounding the shoulders slightly. Nice shoulder stretch coming from the upper back. Good, hold it there and release it now. Take your hands behind your back. If you can, interlock the fingers. If you can't, just press the palms up towards the ceiling and lift, opening up the shoulders. Okay, and opening up the chest. Keep breathing and relax. Good, now let's get the tricep. elbow goes towards the ceiling. We're pressing on the soft tissue of the arm so that the arm goes up towards the ceiling. Hold it there and release. Take that hand and walk it up the back. We're working on what's called the back scratch. Your hands are working towards one another from the top and towards the bottom, trying to get those fingers to touch. And if they don't touch, that's okay. We're working just on increasing our upper body flexibility. And release it. Let's go to the other side. Tricep press. Again, pressing up on the arm, elbows towards the ceiling. Good. And then walking that hand up the back, trying to get those fingers as close as possible. Very nice. Holding it there. Very good. And release. Okay, bringing the shoulder. We're going to stretch the shoulder, bringing the arm across the body, holding it there. Feel that stretch as you gently pull down towards the chest. And release it. Let's get the other side. Across the chest. Nicely done. And release it. Let's roll the shoulder out. Good. All right, now we're going to do some trunk rotation. You're going to pivot off the foot. If you're seated, you're going to do the same thing, but you're not going to have the same mobility as we will standing. Pivot off the foot, the whole body goes with the twist. Okay, hip, shoulder, neck. And coming back to center, let's turn and twist. Good. And release. All right, coming behind your chair, if you're seated, you're just going to simply sit and reach your arms forward. If you're behind your chair, you're going to walk your feet all the way back as far as you can with your arms outstretched, and then you're going to drop your head between your arms, holding it there. Your back should be straight, and you should feel that stretch all the way down the back, into your glutes, even down your calves. Holding it there, and then slowly coming up. Very nice. Now we're going to have a seat. We're going to sit towards the front of the chair. We're going to stretch out the lower part of our body, starting with one leg extended out, the heels on the floor, toes to ceiling. We're going to work on hamstring stretch, okay? I'd like you to think about a nice tall posture, lifting your sternum up, and then what I want you to do is either hold on to the chair or your thigh, and I want you to press forward. Feeling that stretch right away, starting in the calf, coming up the back of the leg, all the way into your lower back. Hold it there. Wow. Nice and long. Good. And release it. Let's switch sides. Again, heels on the floor, toe to ceiling. We're going to practice that good hip hinge, keeping our posture tall. And reach. Hold it there. Again, you can add an arm as long as you don't round your shoulders forward. Okay, holding it there, feeling that stretch come up the back. Very nice.
Yeah, I feel the stretch more with my arm down now.
Do you? Okay, as long as your posture is good. Good. All right, come on up. If you can, lift one foot up over top of the other leg. If you can't do that and it hurts your knee or your hip, drop the foot down, okay? And we're going to go ahead and lift that sternum again and press forward. Hold it there. Feel that stretch right away. It's on the outside of the hip. And release it. Let's switch sides. Nice and tall. And press forward. Again, if you can't lift your foot up over top of the other leg, then go ahead and lower it. Good. Nicely done. All right. This next one, we're going to scoot over to the side of our chair a little bit. We're going to extend the leg behind us. We're going to target the hip flexor and the quadricep. Okay, I want your toe on the floor behind you, and you're just simply going to keep your torso straight and press that heel down towards the floor. It's not going to touch the floor, you're just going towards the floor. And as you press that heel down, you're going to feel that stretch come down the front of your leg. Good. And now let's switch to the other side. Again, you're holding onto the chair, extending that leg back, and press the heel down. Feel that hip flexor and stretch come down the front of the leg. Good. Holding it there. Nicely done. Come back to center. Let's go ahead and lift one foot, ankle rotate, add some wrist rotation. Good. and rotate the other way. Relax your shoulders, still sitting tall with neutral spine, and set that foot down. Let's lift the other foot, rotate, and rotate the other way. Having good flexibility is important because it helps reduce our injury rate. Let's take our hand out in front and pull those fingertips gently back towards us. And now turn the hand and gently pull back.
What does this do, Grace?
This is stretching out our flexors and extensors in our arm. Okay, and other hand, gently pull back. And turn the hand down, gently pull back. Great, let's stretch the hands out. Pointer to thumb, middle to thumb, ring to thumb. Working on our dexterity. You're piano playing, right? Good. Stretch all 10, release, stretch all 10, release. Let's take a deep breath in up. Exhale down one more time. Inhale up and finish with a hug. Woo! Nice job. That's it for today. Feel free to join us next time. I'd like to give a special thank you to Vicki and to Toko for being our participants today. And stay tuned now for our Feeling Fit Club Health Highlight.
Hi there. Today we are going to have sizzling chicken fajitas. I'll be showing you a fun and creative way of using fresh vegetables of many different colors. We will be making chicken sizzling fajitas, but you can use shrimp, you can use seafood, you can even dare to use tofu, but today we'll use chicken. So this is the basic technique that we'll be using for the fajitas. It's kind of the same technique I use for stir frying, where you season your meat first. And with that, a little bit of olive oil, add some chopped minced garlic. This is thyme. And I do this because it releases the flavor. And then the cumin. And then some oregano. Now, I'm choosing to cook lower in salt. I'm not going to add any added salt to the food. So what we're using instead is something that is high in acid, which is lemon. Lemon helps with the seasoning of food if you're trying to cut down on salt. So we'll be adding some lemon, along with the seeds that are in the lemon. And then mix it around and just set this aside until you're ready to start sizzling, or rather stir frying. I'll just set this aside. Now, the portion sizes of what we're gonna make today is for 2 people. This is the amount of chicken that we used. Okay, so we're talking about a 5 to 6 ounce portion for 2 people for 1 meal. Highly colored vegetables. We're using the red peppers and the green peppers. Very high in vitamin C, very high in vitamin A, in folic acid, high in fiber, high in flavor. So, I'm only going to use half of each. And we'll set these aside. Now, the secret to sizzling fajitas as well as for stir frying is to cut all vegetables in the same size so that it all cooks at the same rate, at the same speed. So, just slice these up. You can leave seeds in, that's just a little more fiber into the dish, but cut everything up so it's all about the same size. Same with the green pepper. And using some onion. I happen to like onions in mine. If you don't like onions, you don't have to put it in. You can use zucchini, you can use cabbage, you can add in, if you like even more spice, you can add in jalapeno chilies, stir fry, sizzling fajitas, whatever you want to add it in. Okay, now turn the skillet on to as high as you think you need to get it. To start sizzling, pour just a little bit of olive oil because you already put some oil into the chicken itself, so you don't need that much more. And once you got your skillet nice and hot, then your chicken goes in. Perfect. And just cook the chicken. Now, Remember that all of your protein foods will continue to cook once you keep it off of the heat, once you take it off of the heat. And so move it around the skillet as it's cooking. And you don't want to add in the vegetables until the chicken is almost done, because you want everything to still have a tender crisp to it. You don't want your vegetables to be overdone, where you would lose some of the nutrients. Even though the chicken looks like it's a little underdone because these are thinly sliced, it will cook up just fine. And you can start putting in your vegetables. Like I say, same technique used for stir frying. Add in your peppers. As you can see, the quantity of food grows the more different kinds of vegetables you put in it. That's part of the fun of it. Continue stir frying. I call it stir frying, but continue cooking until it's done to your liking. The chicken is pretty much done, but you can continue cooking this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill the tortillas with our fajitas. Like I said, this is more than enough for two people. Drain off some of the liquid. This will be a filling, satisfying meal. You can even see that it may even be for a perfect meal for two people. There you go. So here we are with the perfect meal. As you can see, I've split the sizzling chicken fajitas into two, so we can save this for later and added in more protein with the black beans, high in fiber, high in potassium, lots of good stuff inside of it, your chicken, and also added in a glass of water. Thank you very much.